Hello and welcome back to another recording from my channel. This will be the second video in my Moons playthrough. What I have done is I have deleted most of my seed production because I wanted to make sure I stifled the terraformation index. I wasn't unlocking everything while the videos were not being made. Like, I've recorded everything in the background. I'll edit that into the video, but as you can see, we've unlocked the Veggie Tube 3. I think we unlocked this earlier, but I missed it. So I've got the heater level 2. We unlocked the solar tower 2 and a double bed. Again, I don't really build any furniture until late game because I'm constantly rebuilding, moving around everything. So on me, I've got the ingredients for a tier 2 solar panel. So as you can see, 1.2 to 6.5, so 1.2 to 19.5. So obviously, the more you build, the more power they're going to require. The more power you're going to require, the better the power output you're going to need. Okay. Let's have a look at what my power output is. 136, and I need 13 for that. Okay, I've got more than enough. Sweet. Okay, so what I need is 3 alleys. Nope, alleys. Yeah, I'll make 4. And the water. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll grab the golden seeds. Okay, so we can. These are an outdoor one. You can't build them inside. 3 and 4. And let's see. So the oxygen output is 13, but we're going to be timing that by 6 because of the 600% output. It's 78, and as you can see, my terraform index is taken off again. And we're going to put 3 of these out here. And I think I had a 300, if not a 400% seed somewhere. 300 is better than 0%. Okay. So at this point, you're really just looking for resources to build more base, more power, more output. My production, my index has jumped right up. So I need titanium and silicon. Oh, level 3 locker. So this is pretty much where I destroy all these lockers, put the level 2 lockers in, and then remove everything. Again, that takes an hour or 2. Alien iron. And as you can see, I've collected a lot of aluminium, and it's already starting to be dwindled down. Oh, level 2 drill. So this outputs 0.3 heat, and this outputs 4.5. So more than 1,000% more. So that's level 1. I want the level 2s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. My heat will now be soaring, hopefully. Not soaring, but it's moving. I'll go and remove that level. Actually, I won't remove the level 1 because why bother? Okay, so I'm getting more screens unlocked. So it's 2 silicon and an iron. Silicon, and what was the other one? Cobalt? Yes, cobalt. Okay, might have to move the crafting. Oh no, I don't have to. I actually do. Screen for a split second. Okay, so what this screen does is it lets you know where you are on your terraforming index. So we're at barren, which is 0. Then this is level 1, which is blue sky. So once you get to blue sky, you'll notice that the orangey red color is starting. Oh, heater to level 3 already. Will start to turn to a purpley blue, and then it will turn blue at 175,000. That will be at level 1, and then you'll go into, I want to say clouds, from memory. Okay, so what do I need for level 3? I need a rod, yes, which I can't build just yet. No, what do I need to build that? I need 175,000, okay. So the pressure release is a level 2, iron and titanium. So again, needing a lot of iron and titanium at the beginning. Okay, let's have a quick look at the level 1. So the level 1 outputs 0.2 pressure. And the level 2, as you can see, is slightly bigger, puts out 1.5. So from 0.2 to 1.5. Okay, so I want to build a heap of these, hopefully, again, not draining my power. Sweet, plenty of power. Again, this should get my pressure soaring and, again, unlocking more items. So pressure, don't care, don't care, don't care. That's what I'm looking for, 60. I'm nowhere near that, don't care. Need this to extend my backpack, but I don't need to expand my backpack till I need unlock further items to put on my backpack, which we will unlock with this. Grass spreader, so this will start your bio index, terraformation index, which is biomatter on the biomass on the planet, and we're not too far off from that. So again, it's just a matter of waiting. I don't know how many. Oh, sweet! I've got at least one rod. Silicon, titanium. I think I grabbed all the titanium from here. No, I did not, which is good. And a alley. I went from a crate and a half to less than a crate pretty damn quick. So the first 3 levels are built inside only, which will drain my power. Again, if you want your food to grow, you need your power going. So don't think because you want your terraforming index to slow down that that's what will happen. You'll actually lose everything that's being produced by power. Okay, 134. Something just happened. What was that? Oh, low hydration warning. Take that with me. I will take that. We will quickly run and grab those blue crates, which I haven't done yet. I can't remember which one of these I opened and took some stuff out of, but we're going to be getting into the liquid stage soon. Once clouds are formed, we'll get into lakes. And then we'll get into a good seed and a seed and some food. Plenty of oxygen. Yeah, keep an eye out for any blue crates that I don't remember seeing, but I'm pretty sure there aren't any in this area. Again, seeds. So these are very low level seeds, but they are required to build certain things. Actually, I have a couple of blue chips I have to unlock as well. Basic exoskeleton, sweet. Again, not very important at this stage, but it's good to have it. Ah, sweet, bioindex is going to be started now. I think that might be a super, if I'm not mistaken. The advanced crafting station, sweet. So, we're at next level of clouds. If you look outside now, the sky is now blue. And as the progression happens, you'll start to see clouds start to form. The reason it's changing colors is a sandstorm coming. Okay. How far off are we? Anything that's decent? Oh, that's right, I deconstructed the damn thing to make the damn thing. Okay, where are you? Arrow. There's the arrow there. What do I need for level 2? 1 silicon. Do I have the space? I do have the space. And as you can see, once I upgrade this, there'll be another 4 slots down there. Voila. Okay, I've got that. I've got level 3, I've got level 3. This... I haven't got this sorted. I need a silicon and a super. Okay, I'll take that. I have everything except for this, but we can get fabric in a minute. Okay, let's unlock these blue chips before I forget again. Agility booster 2. And a compass. A glass floor. Do I have the ingredients for that? Sweet. Communications tower. 1 titanium. I can grab it here because Pretty sure that lot is all a mess now. Okay, so the window is pretty self-explanatory. It creates a window. You can also put them between rooms, so you can create a solid wall but be able to see through it. This is a window for either the floor or the ceiling. So if you build above water, you can look down into the water. If you want to see out in the sky, make yourself a glass dome. Although you do actually unlock a somewhat glass dome later on. Okay. The agility booster level 2. So you need the agility booster, and then you need 2 super and 2 more fabric. So we need 4 fabric to unlock all of this. The grass spreader. So how much magnesium? One more magnesium. Grab all this. Oh, no, I'll turn the ice into water. Okay, how many water do I need per 2 bottles? So I need 6 bottles on me. 6, and 3 alleys. So I've already, again, I'm using up my alley pretty quick. This may actually drain my power again. Got 60. Yeah, sure. Oh, level 3 drill. Sweet. Okay. So, the way these work. Yeah, I'll build out this way because I'm just not going to be building my base out all that much bigger. You can see that green ring. That's where the grass will start to spread. There is no overlap penalty, so you can have them right next to each other and there will be no penalty to what they do. So the oxygen is 108. I am clicking on it at the moment, so I can't put a seed in here like I can with the veggie tubes. But the next level up is a seed spreader, which you can put the flower seeds into, and they will also times by the 100% percentile of what you have built. Communication screen, so 1 iron, 2 iron, 3 silicon. So, because this is a story arc sort of play, you will need a screen, so when I click on it, nothing happens until you build the antenna. The antenna has to be within a certain radius of the screen or you won't be receiving messages. So what I often do is I'll go and build another base elsewhere and I'll put the screens up and I'll never receive the messages because I've deconstructed the tower but forgot to rebuild it. Okay, so once you reach the 175, after a few minutes you'll get a message from Sentinel Corp telling you that they're keeping an eye on you. Blue sky to clouds, yes. So in the clouds to liquid rain or something, or just rain and then liquid stage. So, this is an automated message to convict GP8971L. You have chosen to have your sentence commuted to an extraction. To get all of your charges against you dropped, you must fully terraform this planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress and send you the required blueprints. Do not try to contact Sentinel Corp. If our sensors do not detect any advancements in the transformation process, you will be considered missing and the charges will not be dropped. You cannot claim ownership or value over anything on the planet. You are only allowed to use the resources found on the planet to increase the terraformation index. You are not allowed to leave the planet until the terraformation is complete. Year 3058. So this is the messages you find on the map. This is the messages you receive from outer space. Hello, I finally managed to locate the system they sent you to. I don't keep unlocking stuff. This is why I nerfed my terraforming, so this wouldn't happen. I don't have much time, but I'll try to give you some advice. The success rate of planet crafters is very low because it is almost an impossible task. You should find space food in your pod and maybe in space wrecks. You'll be able to grow food when you meet the correct requirements, so try to find some vegetable seeds. Exploration improvements are essential. Explore and improve your equipment to increase your chances of survival. Hope this message reaches you. Year 3058. Okay, so what have we unlocked? We unlocked the level 3, which requires 8 energy. I may be able to just build the 1. And again, you can see 0.2 pressure, 1.5 pressure, and then 17 pressure. So it does go up quite a bit. So once you start to get the more advanced equipment, the pressure the machine itself will generate its own heat, so you'll be actually creating heat and pressure, but pressure is its main priority. And as you can see here with the heater, after you get to level 3, you actually start to produce more pressure as well. I'll leave enough space here. I did. Okay, so once you unlock this, I think it's anything past the level 3 of these will go to that machine. I think all of these unlock here, and I think the agility boost is unlock here, and all your blueprint, all your microchips unlock here. Anything else that's more advanced will unlock at this machine. And as you can see, I've got a backpack, an oxygen tank, and the jetpack. This thing is the most valuable thing to me in the game. And once I actually get around to being able to have the ingredients to build it, I'll show you exactly why. We will now go all the way over here. I like to build this out of the way because it's something once I've built it, it normally just stays where it is. So, the rocket launch pad. Bring that down any further. No. Oh, the power requirement. I forgot about that. 55. So I'm going to have to build a couple of more. Couple of more power generators. As you can see, everything has stopped moving. Everything has stopped functioning because there is no power production. And I will have to head back to the Iridium cave to collect Iridium. Because to go any further with the terraformation, you really need the rockets. And the rockets require 8 Iridium. Oh, I don't have any uranium. I think I've got... Oh no, I did collect 1 or 2 green rocks, so I do have enough uranium to make 1 rocket, which is all I really need to get started. Pinning blue chip. This is going to be very helpful at this point, so I don't have to keep going back and double and triple checking the recipes. How much super alloy do I have? Not enough. Not enough. Okay, so I am now going to be spending some time running around the map collecting resources. I've got enough to make 1 rocket, because I do not have enough resources. I thought I had collected, I did actually collect for the level I was at, but now that I'm actually getting further along, I'm going to need to collect more resources. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the, what do you call it, the sand falls, as that's where I'll find a bit of super alloy. On the way, I will build a base, because again, it is a fair distance running. There is a shortcut to it once the ice melts, but that is further along in the game. Oh, another thing about these platforms. If you do build them too far into the ground and you spawn a rocket, the rocket will spawn in the ground and get stuck there. It will work anyway, because the rocket functions as, once you've hit the lift off, it takes off and despawns from the map, and it just does its job in space. So even if it does get stuck in the ground and doesn't take off, it will despawn after a minute. New message, we'll check that when we get back. That's an iron right there. Again, you want to collect the iron on the way, because when I died, it was because I couldn't find the proper resource to finish off my base. So you want to make sure you got the resources by the time you get there. And again, if you haven't mined out this area, there should be plenty of resources to collect. Once you get to a certain level, there will be a heat threshold on the map where the ice will despawn from the map. So that will normally happen at lakes, because the lakes can't form if the water's going to be frozen. So these little white nodules of ice will be removed from the map. Do I get past it? No, it's right here. Okay. Again, a little too far, but I'm going to have to build a base quickly just to get some oxygen and then deconstruct it and move it. Okay. So here you'll see the 3 pillars. In behind there is a cave network, and that's where you'll find your super alloy mine. But in here, this little canyon in here, you'll see that it divides into 2 sections. One is the sulfur field, and one is the sand falls. Okay, so you can just see that yellow hue there. That's the sulfur fields. Maybe I should have built this back there at the entry. Okay, let's just quickly build it here. Get a door in there. Get some oxygen. So in here you'll find sulfur, a little bit of alley in there. Sulfur is needed for like the next level of terraformation to build particular items. You'll find a couple of blue crates in here. Again, I want to just probably put an oxygen tank in the middle of this place, just so by the time I run to the other side, I've actually got enough oxygen to get back. So what you want to do is be along this dust cloud. You will look for any sort of dark, shadowy kind of shape, and there it is, the super alloy. So you want to collect as many of these as you can. This is probably the closest area you're going to find super alloy to your base. That spawns naturally on the ground. Otherwise, you're going to have to go into that cave, which is a little further up. Or hope to find some in some of the crates. Okay, this is the central area here. You can tell you're near the center because there's a cave here. You want to build this just outside the dust so you can actually find it. Oh, need a titanium. No, I did not miss a super there. Need a titanium. Up right there next to the base. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, so sometimes this, you can get into it, depending on if the ice has started to no, hasn't started to melt yet. So sometimes you get in there a bit earlier with the gap being melted out. Again, we'll just keep going along this ridge to collect as many of these super alloys as we can. Sometimes they do spawn on these rocks, so you just have a look on those as well. Okay, and again, you can see blue crates around. I'm not going to open them because I will be waiting to later on in the game when I can get better resources from them. Water collection, sweet. This is a major thing for the game as well, so you don't have to, again, once you get to liquid stage, the ice will disappear. You can't make it into water anymore. So this will actually collect rainwater and allow you to collect your own water. I like to have 2 of them built if I have the power requirement to do so, because requiring the drinking, you only need 1, but requiring to build things, you need 2 just to maintain your supply so that you've got enough to make sure you're building enough. Again, you may run back and forth through here 4 or 5 times before you notice there's a hidden base in this area. It's not very well hidden, like it's out in the open, but it's like between 2 sand dunes, so it's hard to see unless you like stumble upon it. And the same thing around the map, you'll just find bases hidden behind a rock here or behind a tree once the life starts to grow on the planet. And again, this is why you're at your outpost, you may want to build a crafting station, have a locker with water and some food in it, just in case you are stuck out and you may dehydrate. Okay, so what do I need to upgrade my backpack? 3 super and a titanium. Okay, so again, you'll see that I'll just get an extra run here, so it's 6x4 will be 7x4. Voila. Tank, and I'm at 280, and it goes up to 370, so I was way off. Okay. What did we unlock as well? The water tower. Oh, the blueprint chip. Let's see if I can build that. No, but the osmium, I think we can collect 1 real quickly to make this. But the osmium cave is iced up, and we won't be able to get to it just yet. As you can see, we're past the rain stage, and now we're into the liquid water stage. So now this will start to form little lakes, or little puddles, I should say. And then once we get past the liquid stage, we get into lake stage. I'm pretty sure it's lake. It's been a while since I started the game from the beginning. And that will fill up with water and become a large lake. So what we want to do is grab one water. Oh, we've got one water on us. We'll head up to this crash site, and in behind there's a cave network, and I believe one osmium is just outside it, so you can actually collect it before you have to go in there. Okay. And we'll move this base. Again, you can see I've got plenty of oxygen now. We'll move this base up to this cave entry because this entry is one of two, I think, you can get into this. Oh, three. One of three entries you can get into this from, but it's probably the easiest to get into from here. And also, this wreck we will be having to explore it at some point, so we do want to have a base up near here. I think there are 2 blue crates in this little gully next to the wreck. So let's build this quickly. I'll collect this. Okay, so sometimes... Oh no! It's right there, can I collect that? Yes, thank you! Bit of a cheat, but it helps us get, get there quicker. And other resources there. Biolab. That's required to make, again, the next level of resources for the unlocks. This is where the mushrooms come in important. I don't think I've actually collected any mushroom seeds at the moment, but they will be used once the lakes start to form. It does. So what I'm going to do now, oh, it's more iron here too, is I am going to spend a bit of time rearranging my base just to get the upgrades done, upgrading my storage that is, and then I will focus on expanding my terraformation index. If I unlock anything, of course I will just edit that into the video, but for now I'm just going to be trying to condense everything and make it more convenient. Okay, I've rearranged the base, collected a lot of resources, so again I've got 3 deep. So the blue crates are a 3x5, these are a 7x5, so you get 2 crates and another run, but you need 3 times the iron to do it, which is pretty decent. Okay, so what you need here to build a rocket is an iridium rod. To build an iridium rod you need 9 iridium. So I've collected a whole heap, I've turned a couple into rods, make the rocket. I'm sorry, you also need a super alloy. Made the rocket. So what we'll do now is go and launch a rocket and I'll show you what they do. Okay, so you have to make sure this is clear, that you haven't built anything on it or above it. We go here and we look at the launch platform. So you can actually launch a rocket that will intensify the pressure on the planet by 1000%. Or the heat. As you unlock more, you'll be able to do oxygen, plants, insects, and animals as everything unlocks. So we'll just build one of these. What this does is it attracts asteroids. The asteroids will spawn from the center of where you're standing. So wherever you launch this platform from, all the way around you, you'll have an asteroid shower. Okay, and it's almost instantaneous. Oh, we might have to wait for the rain to stop, because the rain is an event, so this event will be triggered after the rain stops. So my understanding is the way the game works is if you launch something, it will actually trigger the event, but the event has to be timed after another event. No 2 events can happen at the same time. Nothing's happening on that side. So as you can see, the color is green. So these are... Oh, forgot about, I don't have the jetpack. So these are uranium rocks. And each asteroid will have between 4 and 6, mostly 4 or 5. Where's that other one land? Again, you wouldn't be automatically picking them up. This is a mod. I will now empty out my backpack and go for another walk around. Again, just like any asteroid shower, the larger rocks will despawn around these resources, and the resources will despawn a little later after that. Okay, so you can see that the heat has really taken off. It was going as fast as the pressure was, but now it's taken off. So once I launch the pressure rocket, it should start going about this fast as well. You don't have to wait for it to fully form. Once you've clicked it, you can click that immediately and it'll start to launch immediately. Okay. Keep forgetting that I don't have to jetpack. At the beginning of the game, when you fell like that, you'd break your legs or lose half your health, but they've actually adapted it a bit, so you have to fall from a slightly higher rate to break your legs. You can actually hear your knees crack after you land. Okay, so as you can see, the pressure is now flying up. My heat will unlock the sign, which is not important. The algae generator is important once we get to the water. And now you'll see that these rocks have a slightly red glow. You can see it's got a little red streak there, and once it lands or hit, it will have anywhere between 4 and 6 rocks, mostly 4 or 5. And again, you'll get between 35, 45, but mostly 35. Sorry, between 30 and 40 rocks, but mostly 35. Actually, I might, again, increase my thing. Yeah, that will just make it easier to collect the rocks without having to go searching. And again, I'm using the mod to auto-pick. This will not be as easy on your vanilla playthrough, which I recommend you play first before you use any mods, as it does. Okay, this is just a standard asteroid shower, I believe, just in the color of the asteroids. Yep, as you can see, we're just collecting randoms. Although we just, a couple of alleys, a couple of reds. So we do have a couple of asteroids to still pick up. And I'll show you why this thing is probably the best item in the game. So when you're running around and you're getting like caught and everything, when you jump, you double jump, you'll actually float, and you can actually float over everything. Some things are a bit too tall to float over, but for the most part, this is how easy it is to traverse the map. You'll also be traveling a lot faster with this on you. Again, you won't be bumping into anything going around in circles. You can go in a straight line above everything. So this is one of my favorite parts of the game, is unlocking the jetpack. I could have unlocked it an hour or two ago, but I didn't want to unlock it without showing you people exactly how this thing works. Okay, so that's probably my favorite thing in the game. The most important thing is the food farm. These things to get food, but this is probably the best part of the game, is the jetpack. So this little sign is straightforward and simple. It's just a little sign you can put out. There are a number of, there's a maximum number of digits you can use on this. 19, you can use 19 spaces on this thing. So it'll only do so many, you can only put so much on there, but you can put 2 or 3 signs next to each other or above and below each other. And I just like to call my different sections so that I know what I've got, because I like to build a hallway, like to wall it off and build doors, and I just like to label them. Okay, so the biodome. As you can see, it produces oxygen. It's going to use 37 energy, which I think we're just smack on the energy we need. Yeah, so I'm going to have to build a couple of level 2 solar farms. So as you can see, when you move your mouse wheel, the screen's facing the other way, so I like to make sure that the screen is facing this way. And there you go. So once you've unlocked this screen, you get the biomass index. Now with the biomass index unlocked, you don't have to keep going to that room. You can build it anywhere out of the way, and you've got the 2 options here now. It's unlocked the second tech tree of the biomass index to the terraformation index, which is the atmosphere. Actually, I still haven't done this, so I need 2 cobalt and a magnesium, a super alloy. And again, this is why you need to back up your supplies, because I used up all my super alloy and I used up all my aluminium pretty damn quick. So this will allow you to choose one of these things. Since I'm going to be building it next, I'll choose this. Just right click it. Now that up on the top left here, it'll always be there unless you right click it. Or, wrong one. I believe you right click this again, it disappears. There you go. So it's that simple. Stops you from having to go back to the menu to check what you need. Cobalt. And one each of these things that are hard to get at this level of the game. Oop, I've also got to build a 19. I've got to build 3 of these to get my power back as well. Don't want to build it on that side. I don't normally have this spread out this far. Normally, again, I condense everything into the side there. The way this works is it collects rainwater, fills up, and it collects 4 water. You just have to take them out when it's full, store it away, and then use when needed. Okay, so now that I've done that, I will focus on this. Oh, I've got the nuclear power. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so I don't even have to build these anymore. Sweet. Oh, you will have to build them if you run out of rods, but I can build 2 of these because I've got plenty of resources to do so. And 4 water. Okay, so these are pretty sizable. I don't think you can build them inside. No. Okay, so that, and what I like to do with this, because it is the next level of check unlocks, I like to build it on the roof here. Out of the way. Again, once I've built enough of these, and I've got my power going, it's normally when you get to the level 2 reactor. Once I've built a level 2 reactor, I will start to delete these. As you can see, this outputs 86 energy compared to, I think it was like 19 or 16 or 19.5. So it outputs about 4 times as much. So you still need those level 2s at the very least. If you're going to deconstruct anything, it'll be these level 1s and maybe the level 1 here. But again, the basic resources aren't required from those smaller 2, and the larger one I want to keep for the power. I will head to the osmium cave. At this point, because we have liquid water, some of that ice should have melted. I should be, probably not all of it, but it should have received. Oh, better eat some food. That's why I activated that in the first place. 96%. Okay. Okay. So the ice slowly melts back as the temperature goes up. It doesn't all disappear at once. And again, the jetpack just allows you to move a lot faster, a lot smoother, a lot easier. Gets you to and from places a lot faster. In combination with the agility booster, it also increases your speed a bit more. I am just going to look at these simply for iron and aluminium, because they're the 2 main ones. Again, iron is always going to be needed. Even at higher levels, iron will be turned into other things. So you're always going to need a lot of iron and alley. Hopefully I can get close enough to the cave to get 1 or 2 more osmium. Oh sweet, it's completely gone. Okay, so as you can see, there's osmium and sulfur. Oops, a little too close. But as you get further and further in, so on this is rock. You can't build on this. Further in, it turns to soil, and on that soil you can build your mining equipment, which will mine out the osmium here. Now if I get close enough to this rock and hit my V while I click, get more osmium, more sulfur. Sweet, so that gives me more than enough. I've still got space. So that would mean that the ice that was, and as you can see, I've gone into this cave, I haven't collected any oxygen. I'm only halfway through my oxygen. So by the time I got up here, when I built this, my oxygen was almost empty. So you do want to upgrade your equipment as soon as possible. Again, if you fell off here, you'd break your legs, but because you've got the jetpack, you just float. That's another good thing about this. I'll click that blue crate, because I said I was going to click all this. You can see now the water's starting to pull. Oh, alley. The water's starting to pull, so eventually these lockers will be underwater. Now, if I haven't opened this, there should be some decent loot. I have opened it. tell by the crap loot inside. These things will start to spawn at lakes, and these are frog ponds. You'll have frogs spawn here. You can't actually interact with them, but they will lay eggs which you can collect and then mutate into higher level frogs. And where's the other one? Oh, one will spawn around here somewhere. Eventually. Okay, so liquid water to lakes. And as you can see, the terraformation is slowed right down because for each level, you've got to add like a decimal point to it. So this was probably in thousands. This is probably going to be in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. So you really got to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. Okay, I only need 2 of these for the bio lab. What else do I need for the bio lab? 3 super alloy. See, I am almost out of super alloy already. So the bio lab, you want to build it near this. Well, again, everyone's got their own way of doing stuff, but the bio lab is another construction screen. So which way are you facing? You're facing away, so I have to turn you twice. Now the screen's facing this way. So this is where liquid comes in important. So once you've collected enough water, you'll start to, once the planet has collected enough water, you'll start to be able to plant back algae farms. Then you can make bacteria, which will lead to the mutagens, which will lead you to be able to make better seeds and better animals. The bioplastics are required to collect certain things, so you're building water collection, egg collection, and all that sort of stuff. The fertilizer is just to help you build better plants, better gardening, and again, it just updates. The explosive is required to build more advanced power and heat generation, as well as a more powerful explosion used later on in the game. So, what I like to do here is I like to build a 1x1 all the way around, line it with lockers. I'll have one locker full of algae, one with water, one of mushrooms, one of silicon, one of sulfur, one of eggplants, and so on and so forth. And this will unlock 2 columns, and I think there's about 7 or 8, so there's like 14 to 16 different things you can build here. As the game releases more updates and patches, you'll get more and more unlocks. Just like with this screen and the computer chips, you get more and more computer chips, more and more items. And same with this thing here. Once you unlock more and more things, you'll get more and more of a list. Okay, so what I need to do now, because my Terraform index has completely stalled pretty much, even though this looks like it's going fast, this is not. This is what you got to focus on. All of this has to make this go fast, which makes this go. So, what do I need? I need to get to... Oh, I'm not far off from that, so I can upgrade my backpack. I think the oxygen tank is in here. Maybe not, maybe it is here. Where is it though? Can't see it. Not that far off. Where is it? The backpack and the oxygen normally upgrade at the same time, or roughly around the same time. Huh. Where's the oxygen tank? That's odd. I don't see it anywhere. Well, anyway, we'll start, well, we can't build any more of these unless we find more lerma seeds, but once we get into... Where are we? Genetic synthesis... No, that's late game. Oh no, that's it, right there. We have to unlock this. So we have to get our biomass going pretty well to unlock the seeds, so that we can make lerma seeds and more advanced seeds, which will again produce more oxygen and biomass. So we have to get this going, which means we have to build all these things to get this going. Once we've got this going, we'll build things to get this going, and it just goes down the list. Whereas these three you build at the same time to get this going. You need to unlock this level to unlock this level to unlock this level. The mines aren't important just yet. Level 1s aren't all that splash. You'll only get basic resources. Oh, sweet. You only get basic resources anyway. So as you can see, level 3, level 4 and 5. So super alloy, I think I only have 2 left, if that's 1. Okay, so let's show you how to make super alloy. And then we'll grab some alleys. And again, this is why you need to save up your aluminium, because it's used for a lot of different things. Come over here. We can now make a super alloy. Once you get to automation, what did I want that for? Oh, I didn't actually want it for anything. I just realized that I was out of it. Okay. We'll have a look at what our power level is at the moment. 563, so we're 210 above what we're using, which is good. But now that we're going to be building level 3 drills, actually they don't use a lot of power, so I can actually build quite a few of those. Okay, so again, we have a level 2 outputting 1.5 pressure with a bit of heat, and these are outputting 17, so more than 1000% more. The heat isn't a major improvement, but the heat's not the thing here, it's the pressure. Again, that's going to be times by 1000 because the rockets. So our pressure should be flying again, because I think those 4 we just built were more than we were putting out with those 4. So that's going to unlock nuclear reactor. Okay, we're not too close to it, but we're getting there fast. The algae generator, we're halfway there. Next level of heater. Our energy is... oh, we've got plenty of energy. I'll just build a couple of more drills. So at this point, again, you'll want to be focusing on the asteroid attracting rockets, because they will allow you to build more rockets. So what we will do is build a couple of more super alloy, because again I've just run out. Grab some alley. Oh, only got one alley left. Son of a gun. Okay, well that means I'm going to have to do another run to do a collection. Dump all this in here. So I've got 3 of each. I just need 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 3 alloy to make 3 more super alloy. Okay, what's my radius on this thing? 100. Okay, hopefully I'll collect a couple of supers from this and a couple of alleys. If that thing in the top left is annoying, you just right click it, it will disappear. Inside here, there are ways to get up on top of this, or in the middle of it. And inside there, you'll actually collect a whole heap of super alloy and alleys in there, as you can see. So a lot more super than alley, because that's the I don't know how it formed in there geologically, but there's a whole heap of super just sitting in there. So what I need to do is go into this crash over here, collect the blue crates inside, hopefully get a couple of blue chips and unlock a couple of more things with that. Once we've unlocked those blueprints, I think that'll be the end of the video. I think editing this together should be hopefully long enough to have enough information once I take out all my resource collection. So less than a quarter of my oxygen was used getting here, so as long as I've got about a quarter once we're finished in here, we should be good to get back to the base and not suffocate. This is only a small wreck, so it's easy enough to get through. Okay, you will find lockers. You can't deconstruct these, but you will be able to build them later on. A whole heap of seeds. As you can see, we're past the oxygen stage, so... sorry, not oxygen stage, we're past the water stage, we're into plant stage, so you're going to be spawning plants in these little blue lockers. A lot more than usual. Red rocks, again, we've activated some asteroids, so that's unlocked that in these crates. A lot more of them than usual. And again, like that, we're not even halfway through our oxygen. Blue chips. Mining speed. Recycler. Okay, so the recyclers for breaking down things. Silicon and alloy. Just get this done. I need... Oh, did I make enough? I think I made enough. Yes, so I need 3 of those. Can't remember if I need to, but it's better to have more than less. Okay, so the way this works is... do I have... Well, I don't want to break down that fabric. I need to keep that for now. Okay, so if we get a super alloy, which again is easy enough to make back up. Vehicle bay, I'm not one for using the vehicle, so I don't really make it. So whatever components are required to make this will appear here. So all 6 ingredients, you don't lose anything. You can deconstruct it, remake it, deconstruct it, and remake it a million times, and you'll always get the same ingredients back. But since we still need the super alloy, I'm just going to make it back and put it back in the locker. I collect everything I did. More seeds, more food. Okay, so this heater doesn't work, but again, you can deconstruct it, get the ingredients, go back to your base and rebuild it, and it will actually work. A lot of seeds, some alley. Okay, no more blue chip, so we'll just unlock this blue chip and see what we get from it. When they're doing patches for the game, for the new releases, they'll actually respawn some of the crates, but that's normally in the newer zones. So maybe on Selenia and Aquilus, the 2 moons, maybe not so much for Prime or Humble. So a good time to start playing the games is when a new patch comes out. So not a new patch, a new DLC comes out, because they'll be patching it constantly and resupplying the crates, so that people who are new to the game aren't losing out. They'll just resupply the crates with new things in there to help the game. So can we build? Yes, we can. Oh, we can't. We need the other fabric we had. Okay, put that on, and that will just help us move a bit faster. Let's unlock this and see what we get. The corner room. So what this does is it creates a little curved room for you. And we will go over here. Why won't you connect? Oh, because you're not in the right orientation. Okay, so as you can see, we get a curved room with a window, so you can actually build an observation deck if you want. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you can build these, because I've never tried. You cannot build those on a curved room. Okay, so that's what that does. If you want, you can have it curved that way, and then curved that way, and you can just have it curved all the way through, having an observation deck in all directions. I did get the backpack, didn't I? No, I did not get the backpack, because I didn't have the super alloy for it. Which I think I do now. So we'll update that. Grab a tie. Okay, now the level 5. I'm not sure if it just does another row, but it also adds another column. Oh, another row and a column. Wait. Oh, maybe just a column, not a row. Okay. So again, you want to update your backpacks as soon as possible. Maybe the level 5 tank is unlocked on another planet. Maybe it was one of the latest updates, I can't remember. Okay, so if you like what you've seen, let me know. If you don't like what you see, let me know why, and I'll try to change it. But as you can see, when it rains, the ground gets a bit shiny. The water level starts to rise a bit. Yeah, again, I'm going to have to try to get as much alley and super as I can, because they're the 2 ingredients I require the most. I'll also try to get some osmium and sulfur, just to have some backup, because again, the next level of terraformation unlocks the equipment and items that require those resources to build. Please leave a comment down below, just leave it civil in the conversations down below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.